So over to Mr. Singh.
Hey guys, so I've just been asked to quickly outline the value of social sciences and humanities and why it would be valuable to study these at university. Social sciences, humanities, that's a pretty big array of subjects. It's hard to pin down. Generally, what they all share, though, is a study of societies and relationships amongst individuals within societies, and an understanding of how they work, how they operate, how all of those different aspects of human life tie together, all the way from kind of the study of religion and kinship to economics, to politics, both on an internal and an international scale. In terms of what a social sciences or humanities degree can bring to you in practical terms, firstly, I'm biased in saying this because I teach history and politics, but it's just interesting. It's some of the most interesting stuff you can do because presumably since you're here, you're more oriented towards this anyway than sciences, but it's almost like picking apart the way the world works. And that in itself, understanding that is very satisfying. Again, presumably this is the case because most of you are here. Degrees that are Bachelor of Arts or BA are less data driven, whereas BSc degrees, Bachelor of Science degrees, will require more data analysis or have mathematical components. It is worth noting that there are some social sciences or humanities degrees that may have a statistical component. So economics would be the main one there, but also off the top of my head, psychology also has quite a bit of statistics. If statistics are something you don't really like, that you struggle with, then a BA degree is the way to avoid it. I would advise, as it says there at the bottom and helpfully put, tip, research your chosen degree and make sure that it's leaning in the direction that, that kind of matches your skill set. Fazana, could you move on to the next slide? Yeah, so these are skills you will develop if you go down the social sciences and humanities path. And these are also skills that you should think about whether you have, and if you do have most of these, then a social sciences humanities path is probably a good one for you to go down. The first one of those is to develop good reasoned arguments. So here when we say argument, we don't mean shouting at each other and being angry and upset. An argument in this sense is a chain of premises or a chain of statements which lead towards a conclusion. And when we say that they're reasoned, we mean that there's logic behind them and then they all fit together and we aren't just saying things without evidence. Secondly, to understand and question assumptions. A lot of social sciences is about questioning what you think you know, and looking at it more deeply, picking apart all the different parts of it, and trying to rebuild that into a more cohesive understanding. Thirdly, a critical evaluation of information, which is similar to the second one, in that when you're told something, as in, don't just like question every single thing of your life just for the sake of it, but when you're told something in the academic sense, you again pick it apart, think about what the assumptions are and try to rebuild them. The fourth one is, I think, one of the most important transferable skills you'll pick up from a social sciences or humanities degree. And that's clear and concise communication, both in the verbal and the written sense. When you go into the world of work, these are crucial. You can't really succeed without them, especially if you go into more corporate things or things like consultancy, civil service, then communication is a vital skill. The last two are similar, so I'll pair them together, but being able to research and being able to understand and interpret data, these are also key skills which will help you out throughout your life and in any field of employment. The ability to look at new information, pull it together, and draw out a coherent narrative from it. Fazana, could you